Energy budget. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 347 of the Shower Podcast, the podcast where I'm in my shower and you do you. I'm your host, Chip, and this is the first of the usual couple of episodes of the Weekend Drop, the shorter, easier version of the Shower Podcast, where in one episode, I try to give you a simple idea that you can carry into the weekend. Before we start, as usual, if you end up liking this episode, remember that liking and subscribing really mean a lot for me. They're just one click, but they really make the difference. Thank you very much for considering it. Today's idea is quite simple. Time is uniform. Energy isn't. If you spend your sharpest hours on shallow work, you pay twice. Once in quality and again in fatigue. An energy budget flips that. You map your natural highs and lows, then match the right task to the right hour. Here's the headline the body keeps whispering. We each run on a personal circadian rhythm. Chronobiologists like Till Ronenberg have shown that people vary widely in their chronotype. Some brains hit stride early, some late. And when schedules fight the rhythm, performance and mood suffer. It's called social jet lag, in his phrase. The pattern inside the day is predictable. For most, there's a strong cognitive peak, a valley in the early afternoon, and a smaller rebound later. That doesn't mean the clock rules you. It means you can cooperate with it. When the brain's chemistry is doing half the lifting, hard things feel lighter. When it's not, even easy things feel uphill. So, the move this weekend is to find your pattern, not someone else's. Pay attention for one day. When do you naturally reach for harder thinking without resistance? When do you slip into busy work with relief? When do you feel socially open or more creative? You don't need a spreadsheet to do this. You just need to sketch it. If you tend to wake clear-headed, that morning block is prime time for deep work that needs precision and sustained attention. If your mind warms up slowly and comes alive late, protect an evening block for that same level of work and keep mornings for warm-ups, admin, or movement. And when the early afternoon dips rolls in, the post-lunch lull that sleep scientists like Matthew Walker also discuss when explaining circadian drives, don't waste willpower fighting biology. Use that valley for low-stakes tasks, short resets, or a brief walk that lifts arousal without draining focus. This isn't about becoming rigid. It's about giving each hour a job it can actually do. If you treat every slot as equal, you'll keep asking tired hours to carry heavy loads. They'll drop them, and you'll call it a motivation problem. If you treat hours like different tools in the same box, you'll pick the one that fits. There's good support for this approach from workplace research as well. Studies on circadian alignment and performance find that task timing relative to chronotype predicts accuracy, working memory, and inhibitory control. In plain language, the same brain, the same task, different hours, different outcome. So, let's make it concrete. Tomorrow, pick one meaningful task you've been postponing. A page to write, a problem to solve, you know the drill. Something that works for you. Put it in your peak window. The time you just noticed feels mentally fresh. Around it, place two small guardrails. Turn push notifications off for that hour and prepare the first step before the window opens so you don't waste the first 5 minutes ramping up. Then, look at your valley and pre-assign something forgiving. Inbox triage, errands, tidying your workspace, again, whatever bothers you. Finally, give your rebound something that benefits from looser thinking. Brainstorming, reading, a short creative jam, or a walk with a single question in mind. Again, you're not rearranging your life. You're just letting the current carry the right boat. So, here's your weekend drop challenge. Run a one-day energy audit and schedule one high-value task into tomorrow's peak. Just one. Protect it like an appointment. When you finish, notice the difference in effort and quality. If it felt easier and came out better, that isn't magic. That's just alignment. As Ronenberg's chronobiology work keeps showing, you get more when you work with your clock instead of against it. The point isn't to squeeze more minutes. It's to let the minutes you already have do their best work. That was all for today. Thank you very much for listening. As always, if you enjoyed this episode and made it so far, feel free to interact with this content in any way, shape, or form you like, by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Whatever works for you works for me. And, as usual, stay consistent, stay resilient. This was the Shower Podcast, and I'll see you tomorrow.